They're out there, Jason. Find them and get your revenge.
Someone help! More.
Get up, Jason. Find them. Kill them. Jason, my boy, do you know what your gift is? No matter what they do to you, you cannot die. You can never die. They want to hurt you, Jason. Don't let them. Your gift is, no matter what they do to you, you cannot die. You can never die.
Thirty more seconds. Yo.
Hello.
What's up, everyone? Can you hear
How
me all
you
right?
doing? I can hear you. Yeah.
I'm hanging in there. Well, I got a late start myself here. That's why I had to throw the extra 30 seconds there because I had just got home from my reevaluation from physical therapy. So,
How's it going?
I'm officially graduated physical therapy now. I'm done with physical therapy. I have
Oh,
now graduated up into the wellness program.
oh
So I
shit.
will. So I start the wellness program. I was supposed to start it Friday, but I can't because I have an eye doctor's appointment. Gotta get them fucking eyes dilated.
Oh,
So yeah, fucking sucks having shitty
those
eyes.
glasses that they make you wear after you get the dilation.
Yeah, just I can't drive that day, so I have to use the non-reliable, non-emergency transport. They say they're gonna be there in 20 minutes, and they don't show up for I don't know about the last time it took. That's why I was late today. It took them almost an hour to pick me up, and they said they'd be there in 15 minutes. Yeah.
Pain in the
Mango has made a note of that. She's like, every time I'm like, I'm just waiting on my ride for him to pick me up, and Mango's like, yeah, one thing is consistent. Your non-emergency transport is late every
late
time.
all the time.
Like, I want to go home. Fuck this, man. But in my description, of course, there is a Cash App and a PayPal. If anybody wants to, they can. They don't have to. I'm not asking for shit. I don't care. It is what it is. Have a Patreon too. If anyone wants to, it's there too.
We're here for all
And
the stuff and thins, and I brought you lots of stuff and thins.
and we also have oh yeah, I need to switch over to the other side real fast because I'm changing Frank's mod to managing mod 2. So right back.
For rank,
Because so my mic might break up for a second because I'm switching between screens on a phone. So
I'll tell you what I heard about Frank. I heard that Frank said that the Human Torch could beat Deadpool in a one-on-one fight. And I don't know where he's really getting that from, but we'll have to talk about it sometime because Frank really doesn't understand comic books. He thought Batman was a Marvel character last week. So I was highly upset and disappointed. Very
oh
disappointed.
damn.
Yes. And
And so Frank, you can I don't know what all managing mods can do as far as that, but I'm I need to figure out how to go in and change some certain words because the last because I don't know if anyone caught that at the beginning of my stream last week. Someone kept dropping the N word in my chat. I need to
yeah,
get that changed. I guess I need to find a way to block that word completely from my fucking channel.
yeah. There's
So,
always gonna be somebody trying to ruin a good time. How you doing, Bill? What's up,
yo,
buddy?
Bill Portley, yo, Frank. I think I tweeted everything out or put it out everywhere. I think I can't remember. I hope I did.
Yeah, I shared it out too. I know I was on the TikToks and I was like, what would be really fun to talk about? So we're going to do Marvel today. We're going to focus on
Sweet.
Marvel because, the Deadpool movie's coming out. The Marvel universe is just booming right now. The MCU is all over the place. So,
And I
uh,
have one other question I want to ask you.
yeah.
So, when do you want to do our next comic book special or whatever?
We can probably set it up from like a week or two from now, whatever works with your
Because
schedule.
my plan is because me and you were talking about possibly doing a show together. So
Yeah.
and so we're talking maybe what two? I know we're kind of doing this out in the air, but well, I don't really care, but
Either
maybe
every Monday morning or every other Monday would be cool because then we can
um
like really have fun with the comics and stuff.
my plan is twice a month having you on as my guest. Twice a month.
Hell yeah. I'm down for that.
So we're looking at starting next month. We're looking at not going to be the first week. So the second week of the month, we'll have you on Monday because Monday streams are better for me because not everybody
Yeah.
streams Mondays.
Exactly.
So Mondays are my days of streaming. So
there's Mengo. Yeah, I don't mind.
Mango.
We could do second Monday and fourth Monday of the month, and
Yeah, and
do our
we'll
comics.
work on a special thumbnail for our streams that we do together. We'll combine our characters somehow. We'll find someone to do it.
Yeah, we got people. We have people for that.
Yeah,
We'll make
no,
it.
yeah. I shared our.
So we're gonna focus on Marvel today. We're gonna get into some Deadpool stuff that you guys might not know about, but for like old comic book heads, they'll be familiar with it. And we're gonna talk about the mutants, who are the strongest mutants. Kind of have that conversation. I found a bunch of TikTok streams and stuff, little titty bits, so we can like spark our conversations. Of course, I threw Storm in there. She's one of my favorite mutants of all time.
Actually,
We're gonna
like when I did that pool, about a year or so ago, a lot of people in the comments were like they were shitting on Storm. So that's kind of
people don't realize, like somebody who's not big in the X-Men universe, particularly, do not realize how badass Storm really is. Like the extent of her powers goes beyond just lightning bolts and wind. She can communicate with animals. She's a god. She's legit a god.
And
Oh, your sound went out. Oh, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Creepers. Where'd you get those creepers? There he is. He's back.
I had to switch over because I was switching Mango's mod capabilities too. Because I wanted 4 managing mods on my channel. So
yeah, help out.
Druid. So it's Druid, you, Frank, and Mango are the managing mods on my channel.
Sweet.
So
can I block Frank?
Well, he's the same. He's in the same one you are, so that's might be kind of hard.
So we can time each other out. Okay, got it. The Secret Wars are so cool, Frank. That's a really, really good one. Not gonna lie, I'm almost done with my Sandman collection. I'm in book 7. I'm really excited.
I want to talk about there's like one time I want to do a Ninja Turtle show. I want to do that too.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, we can definitely get into some turtles because there's
a video game coming out, and there's a video coming out sometime that's kind of set up on like the there's like one turtle left. It's like it's based off a comic book, so I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and let's get this show started.
We're going to start off with a little history of the MCU and how the MCU started. I have it shared backstage because the MCU is interesting. One of the first characters, I think the very first character, is the Human Torch, not the one that we're used to seeing nowadays, a whole different kind of character. I believe he was the first superhero in the MCU. But we're gonna get into it.
Turtle series right there.
Oh, Last Reign, Ronin, Last
Ronin. Yep. I've seen people talking about it on TikTok, and I have not been able to find a copy that is digital to where I could listen to it. So that's the problem for me, finding ones that I can listen to.
That's why I was really excited to kind of do this episode with you, because we get to get into some of those really cool storylines you might not have had a chance to read about, and they don't really, we haven't gotten there in the Marvel Universe movie franchise. And so some of them kind of get overlooked. Some of these arcs get overlooked, but they're still really good. So, all right. So
I like nerding out with Mrzparker.
So fun.
I think we're gonna change the when we do the shows with me and you, the title. It's not gonna be called the show is gonna be switching for our show together. Will no longer be called Reaper's Lair.
Mm-hmm.
That one will probably be might call it Nerd Room or something. I don't know. Something. We'll come up with something.
Oh shit. Geekinwiththereaper.com. Oh, don't type that in. It's probably going to be gross.
No, me and Miss Parker will work on a name. We'll work on the name outside of here.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into the history of Marvel.
Ever wondered how Marvel came to be? Let's flip back the pages and dive into the history of Marvel Comics. It all started with Timely Publications in 1939. Martin Goodman, the founder, wasn't new to publishing, but comics? That was a new venture. Timely's first issue, Marvel Comics #1, introduced us to characters like the Human Torch and Namor the Submariner. It was a hit, selling 800,000 copies.
I haven't heard that one.
Jumped to
The Submariner?
Nope, never heard of that one.
Ah, he's good. He's a good one.
1941, where we meet Captain America punching Hitler right on the cover of his debut. Pretty subtle, right? After World War II, the superheroes lost their steam. Timely transitioned into Atlas Comics in the 50s, focusing more on horror, crime, and romance stories. But the 60s, well, they were swinging. Atlas became Marvel, so Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, and Steve Ditko came onto the scene, and we meet the Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, and the X-Men. And the rest, as they say, is history. So from Timely to Marvel, the comic book universe was forever changed. But there's still the film industry, so given how complex those deals were, that'll be discussed in another video.
And I think it's just so cool to think that a lot of comics, especially like when you go back to the early 40s, through the 40s and up until the 50s, you don't really see a lot of superpowers. You have like a couple of really strong men, but they don't really have superpowers. And a lot of the stories are like old Western stories, they're horror stories, they're detective stories. And it's interesting that once we get into the silver age of comics, like with Stan Lee and Kirby, they just introduce us to all of these amazing powers, right? Yeah, Captain America beat the shit out of Hitler. Yes, he did. yes, he did. It was super cool. And Captain America didn't have a bunch of superpowers when he first started. He was a super soldier, but he wasn't invincible. He was just really strong, and he was just the best of the best, you know.
And I got one other thing I forgot to say at the beginning. I just now thought of this. Next week we are celebrating 4 years of my streaming. So next week is 4 years.
Oh my goodness. That's a long time. We're old on the internet. Are you ready? Did you know that Deadpool killed everyone in the comic book Marvel universe?
No, I did not.
Okay. There is a storyline we are about to get into where Deadpool, because I know the movie, we were talking about it last time we were hanging out, but Deadpool kills everyone. He goes fucking berserk. And it goes to show just how powerful Deadpool really is. And I, for one, I think Frank would agree with me here. I, for one, would love to see a movie adaptation of this particular storyline, because I think it would just be so cool to watch Deadpool kill everyone again.
Nice.
Yeah, and some of these kills are pretty gruesome. So, you know, just letting you know, heads up. All right. So
if anyone had, I'll go ahead and throw out a trigger warning if people don't want to see it. I'm sorry, but hey,
spoiler alerts.
Or I'm just going to say, if you don't like that, because I do show horror games sometimes on my channel with like uploads from Twitch. There's going to be blood and gore sometimes. Sorry, may not be for you.
Okay, so Frank has read this one. Cool. Like, this is one of my favorite Deadpool storylines. All right, cool beans. And totally, you guys are gonna love this.
Everyone Deadpool kills in the Marvel Universe, Part 1. So Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe is a story where he's committed to an insane asylum by the X-Men in order to cure him of his inner voices. The problem is that the head of the insane asylum, a guy named Psycho Man, wakes up Deadpool to the fact that he's a comic book character, and nothing he does matters. So the first person that Deadpool kills is Psycho Man.
We're gonna stop right there. So, just to give a little more context, what kind of led up to this is Deadpool is hanging out with the X-Men and he's going insane. You know what I mean? He's hearing all these voices. He can't help himself. He's having like a total mental fucking breakdown. Xavier can't help him. Wolverine can't help him. Cyclops can't talk to him. And they commit him against his will, where this psycho doctor, psycho man, reveals to him that he is nothing. His existence doesn't matter. He's nothing more than a two-dimensional character in a comic book. And it clicks. And so he's like, well, if it doesn't matter and I don't matter, then nothing I do matters. And that's what leads us into this amazing story arc.
Damn.
Yes, it's so good. It's so good.
By basically using his head as a stamp on Deadpool's own release form. After that, Deadpool kills all the hospital orderlies, and then he blows up the entire hospital, killing all the remaining patients. After that, he goes to visit the Fantastic Four. We don't see how he kills Reed Richards, but he disintegrates Ben Grimm, the Thing, and then he crashes a ship into Johnny Storm and cuts Johnny Storm's head off. Blood splashes all over Susan Storm, who uses her powers to blow up Deadpool's head. But Deadpool's head comes back because of his healing factor, and he kills Susan Storm. And then he tases the Watcher to death. Then he cuts his head off. Make sure you follow for part 2. How Deadpool kills everybody in the Marvel Universe, part 2. So the first person he kills next is Spider-Man by, ironically enough, shooting him in the face with a gun. The Avengers assemble to try to figure out what to do with Deadpool, but then Jarvis comes running in saying that Dr. Hank Pym is missing. Come to find out, Deadpool had used Pym particles to shrink down bombs and then basically regrew them all in front of the Avengers and blew pretty much all of them to pieces. But because Luke Cage has bulletproof skin and Thor is nearly indestructible, they survive. So Deadpool had put miniaturized bombs inside of Luke Cage's coffee.
He shrank bombs down to microscopic size, put them in his coffee so that he would drink them, and blew him up from the inside out. Okay? That is vicious.
I'm laughing my ass over here.
I challenge Disney to recreate this. This is the most epic. The kills are amazing.
I think Disney might be a little too woke for that one.
So when Luke Cage drank it, the bombs detonate and they blow Luke Cage up from the inside out and they kill him. Following that, Thor attacks Deadpool. He throws his hammer misses, but then Deadpool uses Pym particles to make the hammer gigantic. So when it gets back to Thor, it crushes him to death.
Thor is killed by his own hammer. It's insane.
Finally, the Incredible Hulk kills Deadpool, but because Deadpool can regrow from anything, he comes back and then finds Bruce Banner when he goes back to his human form and then cuts his head off. Make sure you guys follow for part 3. Everybody Deadpool's killed in the Marvel Universe, part 3. So after killing the Incredible Hulk, he kills Jimmy Madrox's Multiple Man by spraying him down with a machine gun. He kills a Green Goblin off panel by cutting his head off, and he kills Power Pack by basically destroying their ship. He tortures Professor Xavier into summoning the X-Men, and then when Cyclops gets a substance wrapped around his head, he tries to blow it off with his own optic blast, and when he does that, it basically explodes, which kills Emma Frost and Pixie alongside Cyclops. Colossus, Rogue, and Gambit are stuck in a room where the walls are closing in, and when it looks like Colossus can keep them safe, Deadpool electrocutes them all to death. Xavier dies after reading Deadpool's mind and realizing that they're all fictional comic book characters, and
Xavier literally kills himself. He just dies because he reads his mind. He's like, oh shit, this isn't real. My life doesn't matter, and pretty much just gives up the ghost.
Jeez.
Horrible.
Xavier's brain shuts down from the shock. Magneto's killed while trapped in acidic jelly. Kitty Pryde is stuck running through a mirror maze forever. Wolverine's kids are tortured to death. Beast is killed off panel and Deadpool wears his skin as a pelt, and then Deadpool decapitates Wolverine using a carbonadium sword after killing Doctor Strange and Wong. Make sure you guys follow for part 4. Everyone Deadpool kills in the Marvel Universe. The conclusion. So Deadpool forces Puppet Master to make dolls of various superheroes and supervillains, and then forces them all to kill themselves. Then he uses dolls of Galactus and all the other cosmic entities to force them to kill each other. Following this, all the people who lost their members of their family end up hiring Taskmaster to go after Deadpool. But because Taskmaster can copy the moves and even basically imitate the person he's fighting, eventually he becomes just as crazy as Deadpool is. And because their fight takes place in the Florida Everglades, Taskmaster is ultimately killed by Man-Thing when he feels fear and burns at the Man-Thing's touch. Following this, Man-Thing senses Deadpool's intentions, realizes what Deadpool's doing and the fact that everybody's a fictional character. So Man-Thing agrees with Deadpool's motivations, sacrifices his life, and opens a portal to the multiverse where Deadpool goes through to kill everything in existence. Make sure you guys follow for more.
Everything in existence.
Everything. It is
Fuck.
one of the craziest storylines. He decapitates everyone. He electrocuting people to death. The fact that he's wearing Beast's body as a pelt is just beast mode, right? Like, pun intended. Like, that shit is fucking insanity.
Jeez.
And nobody can stop him. They kind of leave it open, because once he goes into this portal and he goes to the other dimensions, you're led to believe that he just destroys everything. Like, he's an unstoppable force. And I would argue that Deadpool is the strongest character in the MCU because he's self-aware. He knows that nothing matters. I don't know if he's a villain or a hero, to be honest. Like, he's just a menace.
Damn.
He's a fucking menace.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Stagdoll. How you doing?
Hey. Hope you're doing well.
And I guess, okay, so Clayface technically is not in the Marvel universe. He's a DC character. He's one of Batman's villains. But I thought it was just interesting how Clayface got his powers, because all of Bruce's villains were created by Bruce, right? Like, the story goes that the Joker falls into the vat because of Batman. The story goes that, Harvey gets turned into Two-Face because of Batman. Same thing with the Penguin. Everybody has this attachment to the Batman and why they hate him. But Clayface is a little different. And they don't really tell his story in the movie, so I thought it'd be cool to see your reaction to how Clayface actually gets his powers. So
there's one thing I want to say before we start that. Still, Danny DeVito was the best Penguin I've ever seen.
Oh, the best. Like, he's so disgusting. The way they did that makeup was too much. It was too much. He looked like he was sticky. It was.
I wish they would redo Mr. Freeze, but not use Arnold. Use somebody else.
He was a weird Mr. Freeze, for sure.
Yeah, I would really wish they would do another Batman versus Mr. Freeze again, but make it his own movie instead of have like 50 different fucking characters fighting at the same damn time. I would like to see just a one-off with just those two.
I have a fact that'll blow your fucking mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So there was a time when Michael Jackson tried to buy the rights to the MCU. He was very close to it. Do you know why he wanted the rights to the MCU?
No, I did not.
Because he wanted to make a movie of Spider-Man where he could be Spider-Man.
Oh.
In a universe, in an alternate universe, there is a Michael Jackson Spider-Man, and everyone to go to bed with that thought tonight. What would that have looked like?
Oh, shit.
That would be so cool. Okay, so here's Clayface's origin story. The scientist and a bunch of mobsters found him and wanted to kill him.
That way, please. Let's give him all he'll ever need.
They're basically waterboarding him.
With that weird clay stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then they dumped him in his car like a dead body.
Slime ball. It's me, Teddy.
It's like the darkest origin story.
Oh man, is that you? What in heaven's name did they do to you?
Tell me that is not the saddest thing ever. He's like the only villain I feel sorry for.
Yeah, definitely. That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, he did not ask for any of it. He wasn't fucking with anybody. He was minding his own super scientist business. He wasn't trying to take over the world. He wasn't hurting people, and some dudes came in to fuck with him and rob him and abuse him, and then he ends up turning into this horrible, icky monster guy. And it's so sad. This is so sad.
Damn.
Okay, I forgot what's next. Let me see.
Most overpowered mutants at their peak form. Part 1. After Tony Stark split the Phoenix Force into 5 parts, Cyclops killed Professor X and transformed into Dark Phoenix Cyclops. With his new powers, his optic blasts
Is the
became
video a little loud for you, or
so strong he could damage Dormammu, a multi-dimensional force of evil.
Got you.
this for some reason
You
this
know how
video is
TikTok
louder?
is.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got you.
Killed Odin.
there
He
you
could
go.
destroy and rebuild entire planets, and even led his new team of the 5 Phoenix-enhanced mutants into battle against the Avengers, defeating them with ease. Part 2. When Colossus sacrificed himself and absorbed the Crimson Gem of Cytorak, he gained superhuman strength rivaling gods like Thor and Sentry. Because he was favored by the Cytorak, his powers were infinitely stronger than Juggernaut, even being given immortality and an unbreakable cosmic shield. He even eventually absorbed a fragment of the Phoenix Force, allowing him to fight off entire superhero teams like the X-Men. Most Powerful Mutants Explained, Part 3, Strife. The son of Cyclops.
Do you know who Strife is?
I have never heard of this one. No.
Okay, no worries. He's beast mode.
And clone of Cable, he was abducted by Apocalypse, intended to be Apocalypse's next mutant vessel. However, because he was a clone, Apocalypse could not merge with him, and his powers grew exponentially as he was never infected with the techno-organic virus. Strife sought revenge against Apocalypse during the Messiah War, and even managed to kill Apocalypse and steal his celestial technology. Throughout his life, he developed powers like psionic mind control and telekinesis, and was able to hold his ground against even mutants like his father Cyclops and Jean Grey. Nearing the end of his life, Strife turned against his allies and attempted to manipulate the minds of Hope Summers and Bishop, leading to an earth-shattering battle against both Cable and the X-Force teams. While fighting against the Apocalypse twins, Strife met his unfortunate demise when he was killed in battle by Magneto. The most powerful.
Exactly. Like, I think a lot of people don't understand like how deep some of these stories go and how much potential there is for amazing movies. And I think that's why I get so mad when they only focus on the big 5. You know, like there's so many people in the MCU that are just ridiculous. You could have so much fun with them. You know?
I have an idea for another show, for one of our next other ones too. Maybe the one after the Turtles or something. We'll pull up we'll go through like a list of like least known or lesser known comic books.
Yeah, lesser known comic characters. I think one of my favorite comic book characters that no one really knows or even gives it, he gets shitted on all the time, but it's in between Kite Man and Condiment Man. And they're DC characters, but Kite Man is an evil villain, or at least he wants to be, and he does his best to create chaos, but he accidentally always thing. He inadvertently saves the day all the time. His superpower is that he can fly in the sky like a kite. And I think the one thing he's known for right now is that he is dating Poison Ivy or Queen Ivy. That's her boyfriend. And so like obviously he's a really cool guy, but horrible powers. And then there's a Condiment Man who is fear my kite streamers. Yes. He just never strikes fear into anyone. I feel sorry for him. He wants to be an evil villain so bad. And then there's Condiment Man, who is also a villain, but this villain, he robs banks and convenience stores. His superpowers are that he has a canteen of ketchup and a canteen of mustard that he will spray on you to disorient you, terrifying. He's just ruining sweaters and shirts all over the city. Everyone picks Condiment Man until they get mustard in the eye. Exactly. Everybody tries to fuck with Condiment Man. You ever had mustard in your eye? It's horrible. It's a horrible place to be. Nobody talks about these guys. Like they're just forgotten characters that I think deserve. They deserve a movie. I would watch a movie with Condiment Man trying to like destroy the world. I think that would just be a great movie in general to watch. Like, he has like a pocket full of pickles, you know? It'd be great. I would love that.
Oh, damn. But,
Powerful Mutants Explained
everyone.
Part 4, Legion. Born from the affair between Professor X and Gabriel Haller, he witnessed his stepfather's murder in his adolescence, which later triggered his mutant powers. Legion's mind fractured into multiple personalities, granting him powers like telekinesis and pyrokinetics. During an assault on Moore
I've not heard that one before.
Legion struck.
Oh, have you not known who Legion is?
No, and I didn't know there was such thing as pyro, whatever the fuck that person said.
Yeah, pyrotelekinesis. He's got a lot of crazy powers. I think what's really interesting about Legion is, you know, in the Bible, there's like this cluster of demons called We Are Legion, right? Legion. It's like a whole bunch of voices. And that's kind of where Legion kind of gets his name, I guess, because he has quote unquote multiple personalities. And each one of them has a different ability. So depending on who's fronting, he has like all of these crazy abilities, and it's really neat to kind of see him. He's terrifying, right? Like he's psychotic and he's terrifying.
Struggled to resist the Shadow King's power, unleashing devastating attacks and accidentally causing mass destruction. Seeking redemption. When Onslaught, the psychic mutant conceived from Magneto and Professor X, threatened existence of the universe, Legion channeled the limits of his alter personalities to defeat Onslaught, unlocking his most powerful form yet. However, during the Age of X, in a battle against Proteus, Legion realized only he could save his mutant allies. He merged himself with Proteus, ultimately ending the battle and both their lives. Most powerful mutants.
Yes, Legion is so good. And Frank can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think Legion has made an appearance in the MCU movie universe as of yet. Like I don't remember seeing him.
One of my other streams that I did pick Legion as one of the ones I thought that looked really cool.
Yeah. His hair is amazing. Like it really is amazing. I don't know who could be Legion. Like I don't know what actor could possibly be Legion, but he's cool. He is really, really cool. It's like Splice with superpowers. They have a show. Yeah, Legion has a show. Yeah. I know he's got a show, but I don't think he's appeared in the movie universe yet. Yeah, I think it'd be Beast Mode in the movies.
Explained Part 5. Cable.
by
Created Mr. Sinister to defeat Apocalypse, Cable was infected by Apocalypse.
And that right there, right? Okay, so Mr. Sinister in the new X-Men 97, we play with this storyline. I'm
hoping to get Disney Plus back when I get paid on Friday. I'm hoping.
Oh. So this is a total spoiler for you. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I don't care. I'm not. That doesn't bother me. Spoilers don't really bother me. But
all right. So I'll give you a little.
I heard from somebody else that supposedly Gambit died or whatever, and I already heard that kind of.
There's some really weird things going on, right? Like there are some really weird things. BGTV has me watching it. I'm all caught up. I'm waiting on the next episode to drop. But there are some strange things. One thing they do. One thing they touch on is how Sinister created a clone of Jean Grey, and that clone had a baby with Cyclops. That baby is Cable. Sinister took that baby and like mutated him into Cable. So we get that storyline in the comics. I mean, in the show. And I really hope they like continue. It looks like that's where they're going. But I don't know yet. So I'm really excited to see that. But yeah, Cable is Jean Grey's clone and Cyclops' son. He's very interesting, and I think a lot of people just don't give Cable credit. That's why it's cool that he ended up in this list. So you can kind of see what his powers honestly are. Like he's terrifying.
Yeah, I was
This is
trying to looking
techno-organic
at the
virus at a
picture.
young.
Yeah.
The picture's interesting.
Oh, that's a picture of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fuck. So that technology is like it's like living. It's like, you know how the Transformers are technically technology, but they're also sentient. That's kind of what's going on with Cable. Like it's weird. It's really weird.
I'm nervous about the new Transformers movie they're making, though. I'm kind of nervous about that.
I am so over the fucking Transformers. I was telling my godson, I'm like, dude, the Transformers to me are just a very long commercial for Mattel toys. And it'll never not be that for me.
The last one was good, though, but the newest one just looked, I watched the trailer for it, I'm just like, I'm done.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm over it.
Age. Raised in the bleak future where apocalypse ruled the world, his body was consumed by the virus, giving him advanced robotics parts he learned to control. He soon traveled back to the present day and joined forces with the X-Men, going to war against Apocalypse, stopping his oppressive regime. Soon after, Strife attempted to frame Cable for the capturing of Professor X, causing a battle between the twins.
Actually, I like Deadpool.
Power gained him
you missed last week's stream. We talked about Deadpool.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, super excited for the Deadpool Wolverine movie. It's gonna be good. And I
might actually be able to go. I might try to go to the theaters, and I think it's July 26th is when it comes out.
Something like that, yeah. The end of July.
I might actually try. It might not be the first week it comes out, but I might try to, because I'll have to wait until, because that's the end of the month. I'd have to wait until the beginning of the month.
Yeah. You should definitely treat yourself to it. That way we can like watch it and then review it. Do like a review.
Yeah, definitely want to watch it.
The upper hand at first, but eventually fell to Cable's relentless flurry of attacks. Nearing the end of Cable's life during the Phalanx invasion, a species of countless techno-organic cyborgs invaded Earth, trying to wipe out all mutants. Leading the war, Cable ultimately fought to his death. Most Powerful Mutants Explained Part 6. Magic. Born in the Ural Mountains.
Another character that does not get fucking respect. She is a fucking goddess. Okay? Magic.
I didn't know anything about this one, though, so that was one I didn't know about. So
yeah, you're gonna love her. You're going to love her.
The sister of Colossus, Ilyana Rasputin, was kidnapped into the demonic limbo dimension. She became one of the strongest sorcerers, learning to wield the full power of limbo and gaining powers like astral projection and teleportation.
Astral projection.
She then forged a soul sword from her own soul, allowing her to...
Her sword is made from her soul. Tell me that's not badass.
That's fucking deep.
Yeah. She's literally gonna kill you with her soul. Like, she's so cool.
Kill Belasco, the Demon King, and return to Earth. During the Inferno Crisis, when the demons Sim and Nastir turned New York to ruins, Magic fought alongside the X-Men, eventually sacrificing some of her powers to seal off the gateway. She also became one of the few mutants to have defeated Dormammu. Exploiting the Soulsword's power, she defeated Dormammu in battle and banished him back to the Dark Dimension. However, Magic constantly struggled with the corruption of Limbo. Despite becoming one of the most powerful heroes, she ultimately sacrificed her life fighting the forces of darkness. The most powerful mutant.
Damn. She's a sacrificial god. Yes. But she doesn't get the respect. She's badass. She's a demon if she wants to be. She can take on a few forms.
So basically she Kevorkied herself in that one.
Yeah. Yeah. And she's amazing. Damn. She can project her ass, badass. Crude, you're gross. He just wants some of that ether pussy.
She seems like a cool one. She seems cool.
Mm-hmm.
Mutants
Definitely.
explained
Hopefully they do
part
something
7.
with her.
When Vulcan was born, his mother sacrificed her life, helping him escape from the Shi'ar Empire,
Vulcan.
which manifested his complete control over energy and
I don't know
matter.
nothing about
After
Vulcan
gaining
at
his
all.
Omega-level powers, he obliterated Emperor Deakin, who was responsible for his mother's death, and took the throne. He then waged war against the Starjammers and his own brothers Cyclops and Havok, unleashing forces that nearly tore
Oh, okay.
reality apart. His arrogance and energy manipulation became so powerful he nearly destroyed the universe fighting other mutants. But his desire for power would punish him in the end. Vulcan would then go on to face Black Bolt, his most powerful adversary yet.
Oh.
Vulcan entered the battle careless and arrogant in his strength, exchanging back and forth attacks with Black Bolt. However, Black Bolt would then charge his most powerful scream yet, ultimately killing Vulcan. Most powerful.
Exactly. Like, that's again another reason I'm so upset with the MCU, the movie version of the MCU, because they have not opened up the way for the rest of these amazing mutants and villains to, you know, enter onto the big screen. Like, they deserve their time in the light.
I have a question real fast because I can't remember the one mutant that showed up in Deadpool 1, the metal guy. I'm trying to remember who he is.
The metal guy.
There's like a metal guy in like Deadpool 1, like that's where because they were trying to recruit him to the X-Men or whatever in the first Deadpool movie.
I don't know. I can't think. Oh, it's Colossus.
Yeah, I think Frank just put it in there.
And Colossus is dope, and they don't.
I don't know much about him either. I was like, they don't.
I think he's in our list today. I think we're gonna get a little more Colossus today in this one. Yeah.
I know I put him on one of my lists before because I thought he looked cool because he was like animatronic kind of, you know, it was cool as fuck, you know.
Yeah, Colossus and Magic are siblings.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just so neat. There's so much information in our comic books, and I could talk about this shit all day. So
I'm down. I ain't got nothing else better to fucking do.
All right, this is one of my favorite guys, Gambit. Gambit does not get the respect. Like, first of all, he should, every time you talk about the X-Men, you have to put respect on Gambit's fucking name.
Oh yeah, it just sucks that they didn't really do anything with him in any of the X-Men movies, really.
None of the movies. Exactly. I was so mad.
We had that one like where they did like a slight little thing where you had a slight, very, very slight scene in like one of the Wolverine movies. That was it.
Exactly. And it's like
fucking
people
ridiculous.
Don't realize. I've seen people talk about fucking
Gambit was like one of my favorite people in the original animated cartoon when I was a kid.
And he's
just like I liked. I also liked Beast. That was one of my favorites too. I told you last week that I used to have an action figure that you used to be able to look in the back of his head. And it would play a little video of little information about, and it actually played sound. You could actually hear the sound through it and everything.
Oh, that's cool.
It was badass, but sadly, fires take shit.
Said crude as fuck. He definitely doesn't get respect. Marvel Animation is putting respect on his name. Yes, they are. The new Marvel 97, the new X-Men 97 is giving Gambit his justice. They're showing off just how powerful Gambit truly is, because what he's able to do is anything he touches, he can turn it into a bomb, essentially anything that he touches.
And see, that one site I used to watch the movies from that was totally legit. They throw ads in there, and the ads show up every 3 to 5 seconds in the damn movie. So now I don't even use that site no more. So now I'm gonna have to start going to fucking theaters. Shit. Exactly. Hey! Oh yeah, there's somebody else I need to mod real fast. Hang on.
How you doing, nerdy? No worries.
Hey, nerdy.
All right,
I'm still listening. I'm just gonna probably go. You know how it does.
I got you. We're gonna go ahead and play this one. Here's my boy Gambit.
Full Mutants Explained Part 7. Gambit was kidnapped by thieves as a child, and as a result of his mutation, he soon learned that he could infuse and control objects with kinetic energy. By the time he was an adult, he could create and destroy organic matter with ease, allowing him to blow up his enemies with a thought. Gambit reached the peak of his powers during the Siege of Paris, in which he learned to control matter atomically, in which he then proceeded to destroy a nuclear bomb, atom by atom. Gambit also has superhuman speed and battle intelligence, which led his mutant team to defeat Apocalypse by exploding the Macan crystal. However, after Apocalypse implanted a bomb inside Strong Guy's head, Strong Guy turned against the externals and attempted to kill the team to save his life. In a last-ditch effort, Gambit battled Strong Guy's raw power alone to save his team, ultimately dying in battle.
So, if you take Gambit and you really understand what he's doing, he can control atoms. Like, we're talking atomic level kinetic energy, and he can defeat Magneto, right? Like, if you take Magneto can control metals and things like that. And there's a comic book story arc where Magneto literally kills someone by removing the iron from their blood.
Damn.
Like, yeah, like on a molecule level. But when you think about that too, that means that Gambit can think about charging the atoms of your body and turning the atoms of your body into kinetic energy, causing it to explode. Like, Gambit is next level dangerous.
There's some of the story I didn't even know, because that I just learned right there in this little bitty clip that we just had. Yeah, that's something I didn't know in there.
Yeah. Isn't it cool? Like, he's so cool. And I want to see more of him. So it makes me mad when he's not in the movies, because him in the movies is just amazing. Plus, and honestly, it could be because nobody can do the Gambit voice. Like, Gambit has such a very special
and they played him off in that one Wolverine movie like he was a crazy nut job.
Yeah, and he's not.
That's the one part that pissed me off. And I'm glad they're trying to put some respect on his name now.
Yeah,
they got a lot of work they need to do. Yeah, to be honest with you, to that.
He deserves so
in my
much.
eyes, to fix it. They fucked him over too bad.
Yeah, he's just and he's such a good guy through and through. Like, Gambit does not do anything bad. He is loyal to a fault. He has been in love with Rogue forever. He's just such a good guy.
They need someone from Louisiana, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that I think isn't that where his character's originally from, though, too?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's where he gets. That's why we hear him the way we hear him in the comic. I mean, in the our original X-Men cartoon. You know, like, he has that amazing voice, and that's something when I was watching the new X-Men 97, it brought like a little tear to my eye to hear Gambit speak for the first time. I was like, oh my God, that's my Gambit. You know, I was a little nervous with this new show because you know how they always fuck shit up. But every single episode I've watched has just made me so excited. They really just they didn't even recreate the characters. They just continued this story that we all fell in love with, you know.
And definitely
back together. I want them to get married so bad.
And I do have to say, I agree with Frank on that right there. The timeline is really kind of fucked. Really, and
they're trying to separate themselves from the comic book universe, and I don't know if that's going to work out well. I don't know. I don't think it will, personally. But then again, I'm a purist. I'm a comic book purist.
I'm a nerd through and through. That's the thing for me. I've been that way since I was young.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think Gambit could have his own standalone movie. You know what I mean? Like, he could literally carry a franchise by himself. That's how epic Gambit is. And I would dare anyone to prove me wrong. Gambit is 10 times better than Cyclops. Cyclops is a bitch. I've always hated Cyclops. He's a whiny little bitch. He does have super cool powers, but oh my God, is he a bitch. I just fucking hate him so much.
I definitely agree with you on that one, Nerdy, right there. Definitely.
There's Unite.
Yes, I definitely agree with that, though. That's the thing. I've been that way for my 34 years of life. I've been a nerd this whole time.
Why change now?
Luckily, my fiance's into the same shit I'm into, so hey, there we go.
We need an app, a dating app for geeks and nerds, so we can get together.
Pretty
We need
much.
to find.
Marquis of Death is the most broken mutant in Marvel,
Marquis.
far exceeding other reality
Never
warpers
heard of
like
this one.
Franklin Richards and Mad Jim Jaspers. Clyde Wincham once fought both the Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom and called Galactus
I know
a
Dr.
mere
Doom.
insect. He sent Doctor Doom back in time to be eaten by megalodons and turned every hero on Earth into pawns with Earth as his chessboard. As a child,
damn.
Clyde once used his telepath to control the minds of hundreds of supervillains across the globe, including Ultron
As a
and MODOK,
child.
all because his parents sold his comics. Clyde's mere presence sends Earth's entire ecosystem into flux, known as planetary anxiety. He even killed a rogue of supervillains, including Molecule Man and the Watcher, teleporting to an outer dimensional plane to wipe them out. At his peak, he was said to have destroyed millions of Marvel universes and conquered space and time. These are the three most...
This is what I mean by, like, people don't realize just how crazy comics
And right here, they're showing my favorite of all time superhero right here.
Oh, the Hulk? That's your guy?
Yes.
Bruce
That is
Banner?
Yes, that's been my favorite since I was a little kid. I used to watch the cartoon that was on TV. What really pissed me off was around 2008 when they made the movie. I wish they'd remake that movie and use the guy they used in Avengers. I wish they would use him and remake that series and use him instead of the other guy. 'Cause I did not like the actor that played him in the movies from 2000, around 2008.
How do you feel about She-Hulk, the TV show?
I
Because a lot
loved
of people who didn't read She-Hulk comic books are like, "Oh, why is this a comedy?" And I'm like, "That's because
She's basically like fucking Deadpool. Narrates her life.
Yes, everything is a joke to her, and so the show is awesome. To me, it's just like, oh, that's the She-Hulk I expected for sure.
Frank agrees with me on that one too, and so I think Nerdy does too. Agrees with me on that one too.
No, they don't give the Hulk justice. I think they're just going off of the Hulk smash, and they're not really giving him the respect that he deserves. Exactly, like his story, Bruce Banner's story, is tragic, and he is constantly fighting himself. Like there's this battle going on that we don't really get to enjoy as a viewer in the MCU movies. And yeah, they definitely have to pick a better actor for sure.
But the guy that they used in the Avenger movies, he was a way better actor at it. The other guy was a complete, total fucking tool. I heard he was hard to work with too. That's what I heard from like a lot of the people that worked with him. Yeah, he was like, I think now he's like blackballed from the damn industry. No one will hire the guy.
Does not surprise me whatsoever. All I know is if they choose The Rock to be the Hulk, I'm gonna be mad. Like I will punch someone in the face because The Rock is everybody, and I'm just really upset. Like I don't want to see The Rock in any more superhero movies ever again. He should be retired from all, like never allowed to be another superhero. Not saying that he's a bad Black Adam, but you can't be everybody, right? Like it just pisses me off. Yeah,
I might be with you on that one, Nerdy, on that one, definitely. If they,
yeah. Yeah, I don't know who could be the Hulk, but I definitely don't want The Rock because you know they're gonna pick someone. We're gonna get a new Hulk because, like you said, the guy who is playing the Hulk, I don't think he's invited back, so they're gonna have to recast him. It's either gonna be someone that we've never seen before, an unknown actor, or it's going to be a mega star. And
I know they're talking about Red Hulk coming, though. They're talking about that.
Crude says Mark Ruffalo. Which one is Mark Ruffalo? I might have to look him up real quick. I don't know who could be the Hulk. I'm trying to think. Okay. You guys are gonna hate me. You're gonna hate me. But I think John Cena could be the Hulk. He just couldn't be Bruce Banner. Right?
Yeah.
Like he could be the Hulk, but someone else has to be Bruce Banner.
Yeah, cause I think he has like the strength like look to it, you know, but
Right?
just
Yeah. Like he's got the neck meat going.
but he doesn't have the characteristics in my eyes to
The Hulk
actually be
doesn't
the other.
talk. Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Like the Hulk really doesn't talk. The Hulk like speaks in broken English, so we really wouldn't have to hear Cena really say anything. And then we get like a really good actor to be Bruce. And I think I could be okay with that.
Oh damn. Oh, I'm missing part of the chat over here. Damn.
All right, let's check this one out.
Powerful superheroes in fiction. In third place, cosmic armored Superman consumed the power of 52 universes and 10 billion stars, and is the most powerful version of Superman in all of comics. He is
So
an
you got one
outer-versal
DC
robot
character
with
here,
the
though.
ability
Yeah, we got a DC character in there. And like, so cosmic version Superman obviously is a very special version of Superman, does not exist in all of the DC universe, but when he does exist, he is terrifying. He is the reason why Lex Luthor wants to get rid of the superheroes.
Well, I know there was bio something Superman or whatever, biohazard or whatever the fuck Superman. Yeah, that one was
Yeah, like
fucking weird looking. Like
there's a
fucking
lot of
faces
odd
melting
versions.
off.
Yeah, there's a lot of odd versions of heroes when you start going into the multiverse of any universe. It gets weird. Things get weird.
to
An
infinitely
animated
adapt.
Hulk movie, yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, definitely. I'd be down with an animated version of that.
Hell yeah, I'd be down with an animated Hulk. This is the most powerful version of the Hulk. And in all of the DC in all because yeah, DCU. This is the most powerful version.
To any strength level, making him nearly undefeatable. At second place, a transformation of Ben 10, Alien X, is able to warp reality, time, and space with ease. Unlike the Presence and One Above All, he has shown feats like surviving destruction of the universe without taking a shred of damage, and can create an entire multiverse with just 6 thoughts. At first place, traveling at 87 quadrillion times the speed of light, he is able to sense the past and future at an outer dimensional level. Dr. Manhattan was able to turn the Anti-Monitor to dust, who was the strongest supervillain in all of DC Comics.
I'm looking forward to the new Joker movie. I am looking forward to that.
Oh yes. I saw the clips.
Trailer now. I saw the trailer not too long ago.
I am so
I like learning the backstory of kind of how a Joker was created. You know, that's kind of fucking cool. We don't really get that much on the villain side, really.
well in the Joker. Okay, so I do like DC more than I like Marvel, and the reason for that is DC has the better villains. DC villains, you get really dark stories, and the Joker has always been my all-time favorite villain of all time, and mainly because he's just a man.
Yeah.
He's literally just a man who has lost everything. He was a stand-up comedian. His wife didn't respect him. He lost his job. He lost his wife. He lost his home. And he lost his mind. It literally, everything became a joke to him. Nothing matters. And, it's like the laugh and be happy and the world will laugh with you. But he took it to like the whole nother level. And seeing Batman, he found a reason to live again. That Batman is his reason to live. Without Batman, the Joker is a broken man. There's also a really cool story arc. I think it's called Light as Day, No, that's the Lantern story arc. But there's a story where Batman is the villain and the Joker is the hero. And the Joker saves Gotham from
Oh
Batman.
damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really cool to see how the Joker has taken on so many different roles, how evil he can be and also how loving he is. He acts like he doesn't love Harley, like he throws her away all the time.
Oh yeah.
Just she's very disposable. But at other times, he is the most protective thing in the world. And it's just really neat to see all those different facets of him.
Have you seen the trailer for The Crow yet?
Yes.
I'm kind of disappointed.
I am excited. I am
I'm
honestly
for me
excited.
though. I'm a fan of the original. That is where we're gonna run into an issue with me because I'm
Yeah.
a purist on the original,
Hmm.
and they've tried to redo this several times, and they fucked it up in the past.
I think I'm
That's
excited
what
finally
it
getting a little
scares
dark.
me.
Well,
But the part of them doing like a reboot, like they are, for me,
mhm.
is scary to me because I do not want them to fuck it up again. I'm
It
telling you, if
feels
they
like
fuck it
they're
up
going darker.
again,
Like it feels like
uh,
they're going to be a little truer to the character because as a Crow fan, like he is a very disturbed
yeah,
character. His origin story is very disturbing. There is nothing happy about this. This isn't a happy story. He doesn't ever win.
yeah, he
And I
loses
think
everybody.
he loses everybody. And I think it's kind of neat that they're leaning into that with this movie, at least from what the trailer is showing. Him having to sacrifice his soul and all that kind of stuff. So I'm excited. I really am
And it comes
excited.
out in like September, I believe, or
Yeah.
something like that. So
Mhm.
if we're towards the end, like at the end of the stream, if we want to end the stream on showing that trailer, we could.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. I'll pull it up. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll end the stream once we're towards the end. Well, I guess if you could think of another trailer you want to also add to the end of it, we could. We can watch two trailers at the end if we want. I don't care.
Okay. That sounds good
I
to
don't know
me.
of any. I don't know of any other comic book movies that are coming out.
Well, there's the Joker, Wolverine, and Deadpool, the Crow. Yeah, I can't think the chat might be able to help us out if there's any more. Those are the three that are popping into my head right now.
That's the only three that I knew of so far this year. I know next year
Yeah.
we have another Avengers movie coming out,
Mhm.
supposedly, unless it gets pushed back. Because it was
Another
actually
7
supposed.
times. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see what
But
happens.
it was supposed to come out this year, but they pushed it back to next year
See.
because the writers' strike last year put it
Oh
on.
yeah. I think they were on strike for almost 8 months.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it really fucked us over.
Okay. That makes sense why we're not really seeing all the movies out this year.
So we can watch the Crow one and possibly we can watch the Joker one. I guess we can do that. Oh,
Oh, there's
Venom,
the villain.
Venom.
Okay, Venom. Venom's
I
coming
haven't
out.
seen. I have not seen the trailer for that one at all. So
What's Venom? Wait, there's another one. It's Venom and Carnage. Oh, fucking Carnage. Oh, that one is he's amazing. Carnage, oh, terrifying. Carnage is
I
terrifying.
still actually need to watch the first two Venom movies. I have
Venoms,
not
yeah.
seen them yet
Uh,
because the like I said I was going to go watch it on the site I go watch it on, but now there's commercials every 5 seconds. It's hard to
yeah,
enjoy a damn movie.
yeah. And they did so good with Venom. I think any Venom fan was like, yeah, that's what I wanted to see. Right? Like you left there like, fuck yeah, you're all jazzed up and shit. And I'd like to see Carnage make his entrance in the Venom universe. I would like to see that. I would.
Can't
Who was the
you
strongest
get?
supervillain in all of DC Comics.
How powerful is
I've
Marvel's
tried
new
the
store?
ad blocker on the browser that I was using. It literally that site finds a way around the stupid ad blocker, so it kind of screws you over on that.
Are you using Firefox?
I'm using Brave browser.
Try Firefox.
I just use whatever my phone will let me use.
Oh,
that's
okay.
like-
You're going off your phone. Yeah, we
Yeah.
got to get you. Yeah, you got to get your laptop. It'll be able to get you around some of that shit. Let's see. Storm is my favorite.
Oh yeah,
Also known
Storm's
as
awesome.
Aurora Monroe, possesses the ability to manipulate the weather to her advantage. She can summon lightning bolts, create powerful gusts of wind, and even control the temperature around her. With this incredible power, she can unleash devastating storms or calm the skies. But Storm's abilities go beyond just controlling the weather. She has a deep connection with nature and can communicate with animals. Her control over the elements allows her to adapt to any situation, making her a formidable opponent in battle. Storm's power is not limited to just the physical realm. She has also shown the ability to affect the emotions
I
of
will
those
look
around
into
her.
that.
With a simple touch, she can calm someone's anger or ignite their passion. This unique aspect of her power adds another layer to her already impressive abilities. So, in conclusion, Storm is undeniably one of the most powerful characters in the Marvel Comics universe. Her control over the weather, connection with nature, and ability to influence emotions make her a force to be reckoned with. Storm has also spent time as the leader of the X-Men in X-Men Red number 10 from
Also, just to add, she's one of the only people who can use Thor's hammer.
Oh damn.
Yeah, she can wield it, and she has wielded it. Like, yeah.
And another thing I want to see if I get some, like, hopefully maybe I can come up with the money next month to possibly get an updated version of my avatar. Hoping to get it, like, I like the Monty's version, you know, but I kind of want to rotate every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of want to go, I want to change it up just a little bit. I still use his, like, my thumbnails are still everyone that Monty's gave me. The only slight change is the one I do when I do my gaming uploads. It's Monty's and Stangdoll's combined together because she made a gaming one for me.
And we'll reach
But
out to
other
the
than-
Discord and find some more digital artists who want to take a whack at it. Yeah, because I can't draw. I can make a little stick man. Little stick man.
I kind of wanted to go a little more dark. I get a little more sinister, I guess you could say.
Dark Reaper Rising.
Yeah, kind of.
2022. Storm made quick work of one of Marvel's most powerful villains, Vulcan. Whether she's fighting alongside the X-Men or leading them, Storm's power
Actually,
is
that
truly
the
remarkable.
white outfit was
Defense.
actually my favorite outfit she wore. Actually, to be
The
honest
white
with
with
you.
the gold belt. Yes.
Yep.
My favorite one is the black one that has like the
No.
windows on the side.
Oh yeah,
and
that was cool too.
She has the crown on her head. Oh my god, that one's so badass to me. Oh, though
I
then
had
again, like I think I've
no.
always had the hots for Storm. So
She
there's just
she was
something
actually
about a
she was a
black woman
beautiful
in
woman.
leather.
Definitely, I ain't gonna lie. She's a
Yeah.
beautiful woman in
I'm
the
saying.
whole comic book realm. You know, yeah, I agree.
She's like one of the top 5 hotties of comic book hotties to me. You know,
Yeah.
and not to sexualize all my comic books, but y'all know y'all do too, so it doesn't matter.
I'm a nerd. I don't give a fuck.
She's so hot to me. All right, so this is Deadpool's daughter. Okay, I know.
I didn't know.
You're like,
I didn't know he. I didn't know he had a daughter. I didn't even know
exactly.
that.
It's wild.
It's about Gwenpool you need to know. Gwenpool was a human from the real
It's a
world
little
and
louder on
somehow
this
got
one.
into the Marvel universe.
So the lure, the like legend has it, Deadpool found out that he is a comic book character. He somehow gets into the real world, has a real world baby that finds herself getting trapped into the comic book world. So
Oh,
she
damn.
already knows that none of this is real. So of course, she takes nothing serious.
Yeah,
right?
this part of the video is a little louder too, just so you know.
Okay, let me bring it down. Yeah, so of course, like she is not going to take anything serious when she gets into this comic book world.
universe. She has knowledge that her world is completely fiction, and because of this, Gwenpool often went on killing sprees and showed no care for human life as she knew there were no punishments. She also has fourth-dimensional abilities like moving from one panel to another. She can also erase comic captions and talk to the readers. Despite Gwenpool being from the real world, she is also a good martial artist and uses her comic book knowledge to outsmart her opponents. She also possesses a form of plot armor, making her virtually indestructible. Gwenpool is also aware of the multiverse and has encountered many versions of herself and ventured into many different realities.
Surprise!
So she's pretty dope, right? Like
Damn.
there's literally nothing she can't do. She can talk to the writers of her own book
Goddamn.
and break panels. So it's like she's a really interesting character. So if you like have any younger girls in your life who don't know about comic books, Gwenpool is a really cool introduction. She's snarky, she's fun, and she's badass. She's cute.
Oh, yeah.
She's really cute. You know, I love her. I think every little girl should know about her. She's just really cool. Oh, there are more Infinity Stones than you think. That's what this is about.
I knew there was like, what, 7 or whatever, or 5 or whatever?
I believe there's 7. 5 are canonical, but I believe there's 7 total.
I knew there was 5 on the fist or whatever the fuck they used.
Yeah, in the MCU movie universe, you get to see 5 of them, but there are more in the comic book universe, and we're going to talk about a couple of them.
There are actually 3 more Infinity Stones that you probably didn't know about.
So that'd be 8.
True, only they're not what you expect. The Ego Gem was the 7th Infinity Stone before it crossed over to a different reality known as
Ego
the Ultiverse.
Stone.
The Death Stone was a fake stone created by the Reality Stone that was used to set a trap against Thanos, and the Continuity Stone was stolen from Thanos by Deadpool.
The Continuity Stone.
He stole my fucking Deadpool. There we go.
And of course, Deadpool has it because he doesn't give a fuck about continuity. He doesn't care.
He fucking stole it.
Yeah, it makes sense though, right? Like if Deadpool has a continuity stone, that can allow him to do anything in the MCU. He's bound by nothing at that point. So fun.
Obviously.
Oh,
And it
here's
allowed
something. Frank just
Deadpool
said
to
something here.
communicate
Here you go.
directly.
Huh. What's
Frank
Frank
did.
saying to me?
I put it on the screen.
I got the Infinity Gauntlet comics. There it is. Exactly. Super, super fun. Those are so good. So good.
Frank, do you want to come on? I could literally just drop the link for you to come in. If you want to come in, I'll let you in.
And Frank comes in, I got to put on protection because he always gets me pregnant.
Oh damn! Wait to see if he says anything. But I don't normally drop the link in chat, but I might, or I'll run it over to Discord. Either one.
Yeah. Let's see.
With Marvel comic writers.
Oh, you're
And
at work.
that
Okay,
last
okay,
one
cool.
is
Oh,
a
that's fine.
little-
I think maybe we might have to get Frank on for one of these. Have all 3 of us on for one day.
Oh, I am down for a comic book 3-way. Hell yeah.
But we're gonna have to find it since he's at work at this time. Might have to change the time on something. Instead of doing it early in the day, we might have to do it later since he's at work.
Yeah, he doesn't
I
have
know
a job.
before in the past. I know in the past though, when he came on my streams, we always had to do it at nighttime.
Okay,
But
we'll have to find a day. We'll work it out.
because Ninja Turtle episode would be nice if all of us were on there, or some other comic on.
Hell yeah, he says. Fuck yeah. All right, so we'll figure it out in Discord when we can all link up. That'll be a good one. All right, so we're gonna do 5 wild facts about Deadpool.
Oh shit.
5. Regenerative healing.
I
Deadpool
knew
has
that
an
one.
extreme regenerative healing factor derived from Wolverine. He can regrow severed limbs, vital organs, and even recover from being decapitated. 4. Cancer immunity. He was diagnosed with terminal cancer when he received his healing factor. The cancer cells constantly die and regenerate.
We learned that in like the first movie about the cancer.
Aware of his fictionality. Deadpool is known for breaking the fourth wall.
He
He's
knows
aware
that
that he's a
fiction.
comic book character.
Break
and often
the
makes
fourth
jokes
wall.
about it.
There we go.
2. Beat Taskmaster. Despite Taskmaster's ability to mimic any physical movement, Deadpool's unpredictable nature allowed him to defeat Taskmaster in combat. 1. Married to the undead, Deadpool once married Shikla, the queen of the undead. Their
I did
wedding
not
was
know
attended
that.
by a host of Marvel characters, including the X-Men and the Avengers. If you like this video, comment on who you...
Yes, for those of you who did not know, Deadpool is a married man, so keep it in your pants, ladies. He is married to Death herself, and I don't think you want those kind of baby mama problems. So,
No, I don't think so.
yeah. And of course, who else would Deadpool marry other than Death? The one thing he can't have. Of course he married Death.
That's
Fucking psychopath.
you want to hear about next.
I know BGTV
Marvel's
likes
first superhero-
comic books. I know that. Maybe I can get him on one time too. That'd be nice. Have us all in that one too. I have.
Yeah, well, hell yeah. He loves talking comic books, and he can talk for hours. He talks more than me. So when me and BG start talking comic books, we look up and it's like 2 hours later.
I don't care. Hey, I'm down. I don't care. I like learning the knowledge, and I like talking it. I don't, like I said. But yeah.
Okay, so I was right earlier. The Human Torch was the very first
1939. Ooh.
Like very first is
Just right before World War II. Holy shit.
Hero was the Human Torch, and he appeared in the comic book Marvel #1 in 1939. People know the Human Torch as the human named Johnny Storm. However, in this comic, he was an android that could control fire. Comic book sold over 800,000 copies. However, back then, it only costed 10 cents to buy the comic.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button for more neat facts.
Did you know that the...
I would like to see the original Human Torch kind of make an appearance, since he is so iconic and because he is the first quote unquote superhero in the Marvel universe. I think it would be really cool to see the original Human Torch meet Johnny, because Johnny has a different story altogether. One of them is an android who could control fire, and the other one is a mutant, pretty much created by an experiment gone wrong. And I think they would be really cool together, just to kind of see them, because we've seen the Flash meet other versions of the Flash in the TV show, and I think it'd just be really neat to see the Human Torch do that too, at least one good time.
See, I'm not a huge fan of the Fantastic Four. Those are the ones I didn't really care for that much.
Because they suck.
Yeah, and maybe the only one I actually liked was the Rock guy. I could never get his fucking name right. But
The Thing. My
But yeah.
godson calls him the Rock guy too. We've been reading Marvel comics for kids. It's
Yeah.
like 2 big hardcover books that like do all the origin stories of everybody. And he's like,
Yeah.
who's the Rock guy? He saw a picture of him on the Thing, and I was like, his name is the Thing. And he goes, why do they call him the Thing? And I said, we're gonna have to read it to find out. Now he will not let me stop reading him the Thing. He just wants to hear about the Thing. That's it. That's his favorite guy now. The Hulk and the Thing.
No, to be honest with you, that might be kind of why I like that one character, because I like the Hulk.
Yeah, they're very similar, except the Thing doesn't have the temperamental problem, right? Like he's always him. He doesn't switch into this angry guy. Like he's really a nice guy. That's another interesting thing about the Thing. He's honestly a gentle giant. He's like he's like Beast. He really is a sweetheart.
And that's probably why I like Beast too. That's kind of
They're the big guys. Let's see. And then I think we're going to learn a little bit about the Flash. And then, we're jumping into DC again. I think my ex, Mr. Parker, he loved the Flash. That was his guy. And the reason he loves the Flash is because the Flash is such a tortured hero. He's always trying to be at the right place at the right time, but he's never there. He's just never, he never makes it. How are you the world's fastest man and you're never on time? And I think that like this beautiful tragedy of him is kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Speed Force can do a lot more than just make the Flash run quicker. The Speed Force can allow its users think exponentially faster than the average human, going so far as to allow the user to predict all possible outcomes of any given situation in mere seconds. The Speed Force can also allow its user to create physical constructs out of pure energy. This is most commonly used by Wally West, who used the Speed Force to create his flash suit around him. Speedsters are also able to use the infinite mass punch, which is a technique where they store massive amounts of energy by vibrating parts of their body at light speed, and then delivering a punch that has the power of over 10 octillion megatons, which is equivalent to a white dwarf star, and is even strong enough to defeat Superman.
Like, you're punching me with the strength of a star. That is a crazy power to have. And the Flash doesn't get a lot of respect either. Like, everybody just focuses on the fact that he can run, but he does have other powers. Like, he can do more than that. You know, the motherfucker travels through time when he wants to. It's fucking insane.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of like Doctor Strange though. I'm just gonna say that Doctor Strange, I'm not a huge fan of him.
Oh, you just haven't been introduced properly. Doctor Strange is dope. I
didn't like the movies. The movies sucked to me. So I just didn't like them.
Give him justice. They did not put respect on his name at all. At all. They just focused on the magic-y. Oh, look, he does magic. Like, no, Doctor Strange is badass. He's terrifying.
Here we go. Yeah, She-Hulk.
And yes, I knew I added some Hulk in there for you. All right, so here's some.
We've already talked in the past, though, and I thought you kind of forgot, though. In the past, I did say I liked She-Hulk back in the day, you know.
Yeah, I knew you liked the Hulks, and so these are all of the Hulks and like the Hulk family, you know. And there's a lot of Hulks. there's a lot of Hulks.
Family tree is pretty wild, even by comics standards, and there are some crazy facts that you may not have known about the Hulk family. Did you know his son Scar was born from a cocoon that fell into a lake of fire and he emerged as a young boy? I wish we were all born that way. Did you know he has a daughter from an alternate future named Lyra? Yeah, and she was sent to Earth at 616 to breed with its greatest warrior, which she was told was actually Norman Osborn. Yeah, don't worry, she didn't do it. She-Hulk is Hulk's cousin, but did you know that when she loses control, she actually turns into a Grey Hulk, which is the exact opposite of Bruce, who gets smarter when he turns gray? Did you know in the Old Man Logan story, there's a Hulk gang, which is a bunch of hillbilly Hulks that came...
I want this to happen in the movies, okay? And it would happen in Wolverine's story. We did Logan, but they never touched down on all the Hulks that he runs into. So it's like, they missed an opportunity.
But we're getting ready to well, this is Hugh Jackman's last run as Wolverine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. I mean, he's
and they're
older.
talking about using the guy from Harry Potter. Is the next one.
No.
Yeah.
You mean Radcliffe, that cute little kid?
The actual person that played Harry Potter.
Yeah, Radcliffe, something Radcliffe. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to that one.
No, I can't.
That's who they're looking at casting for the next. Yeah, he's not gonna. That's gonna fuck the character up for me.
Yeah, like Hugh Jackman was the best Wolverine.
He's played it for over 20 years.
I know, and like I said, I know he's getting older and he wants to retire. I get it.
He actually said he wants to retire from acting completely.
Exactly. Like I've heard him say that in an interview before, which makes sense. I think he's like in his 50s.
I think he's in his early 50s, but he wants to retire and spend time with his kids.
Yeah, I can't be mad about that. Like he
wants to go back to his home country.
Yeah. Yeah, 20. He's given us 20 years of his life, and it's like that's a whole service in the military, you know. So I can't be mad, but yeah, my heart breaks a little for that. Like, not Radcliffe though. No.
Yeah, there's been a lot of people showing like clips of him like auditioning for it.
Yes, Bill. These are hillbilly Hulks. They are hillbilly Hulks. Yes, they are.
Hillbilly. Yeah. Here we go.
From inbreeding, yeah, maybe we don't need to see that story adapted faithfully.
Facts about Vision. 5. Born from a villain. Vision's origin is unique. He wasn't born but created by Ultron. The villainous robot
remember
intending to
that.
use Vision as a weapon against Ultron's own creator, Hank Pym. 4. Density control. One of Vision's standout abilities is his density manipulation. He can harden his form to resist physical harm, or lessen its phase through objects, a power that continually surprises his adversaries.
Damn.
3. A true Avenger. Despite his questionable origin, Vision turned his back on Ultron to join the Avengers. From then, he stood as a vital member alongside Marvel's greatest heroes in countless world-saving encounters.
Yes.
2. Mind of a Stone.
He had a very
Vision's
short
mind
run
is
in fucking Marvel movies, though.
Yeah, they don't put respect on his name. They do not give him the credit he deserves. Like, if it
He
wasn't
got
for
like
Vision,
one a fucking movie.
yeah, like the world would be over if Vision wasn't around. You know, it wouldn't be, because like Vision is literally what stands between us and utter destruction on so many occasions.
Yeah.
So many occasions.
Fusion of Tony Stark's AI Jarvis and the cosmic might of the Mind Stone, making him an entity of immense intelligence and power. 1. He formed a deep bond with Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. Their unique love story saw the birth of twin boys.
Loved
Hawkeye is
Vision
often
and
the
Marvel.
butt end of jokes.
Did you
I
watch?
have not seen. No,
Oh.
I haven't seen that because I didn't get to see the whatever WandaVision or whatever the hell it.
Yeah.
I didn't get to watch that because I haven't had a Disney Plus in a while, so haven't been able to watch it.
I will say WandaVision was an amazing visual adaptation of the comic book, and they did really good. Like, they stayed exceptionally true to the story. There were a few variations here and there, which makes sense because it's, you know, a TV show, but they really did tell the story true, and it was nice to see. And they recreated some of the panels, and it's just really cool to see those visuals in 3D. So it's like really jazzed up about that. Really jazzed up. It's totally worth the binge. Totally worth the binge. Oh, Hawkeye, another guy who doesn't get respect.
Yeah.
Marvel. I mean, he is a dude with a bow and arrow on a team with literal gods. It's kind of rough. However, he holds a distinction that no other character in comics does. Hawkeye is the only character in comic book history to have been a member of the Avengers and the Justice League. Yeah, you heard me correctly. During the JLA Avengers crossover event, we got to see DC's heroes standing with Hawkeye, celebrating the fact that they had defeated Dr. Doom for good. Black Canary then leaps into Hawkeye's arms, stating that she was glad he had left his Earth to become a part of the Justice League. But then things kind of glitched out and Hawkeye was gone. Now, during this whole event, things were kind of screwy as far as reality is concerned, hence why DC and Marvel characters were able to intermingle. But even if it is only on a technicality, Hawkeye gets to say that he was a member of two of the biggest super teams ever.
And just to put some respect on Hawkeye's name, Hawkeye is literally just a man. He has no superpowers. He is just a dude running with gods. Don't fuck with Hawkeye, right? Like, just don't.
Got precise fucking aim with that damn bow and arrow.
Dude, badass, man. And here's a little known character, Monica.
Black Widow. It's one of my favorites too.
Oh, Black Widow is so good. She doesn't get all the respect she deserves either. She gets overlooked a lot. This is a young woman of color that she's kind of newer in the universe. I want to say she came out like in the early 2000s. But she's really cool. You'll see. She's totally worth the binging of her too.
Hero facts. You may not know Part 20, Monica Rambeau. Monica's also known as Captain Marvel, Photon, Pulsar, but my favorite is Spectrum. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think since 2013 she's kept the name Spectrum. Spectrum sounds the coolest to me, but it also makes the most sense, considering that her powers allow her to access the electromagnetic spectrum of energy. Monica made her first appearance in 1982's The Amazing Spider-Man Annual Number 16. Monica gained her powers while investigating a Roxxon area that was creating some type of crazy weapon. You bet your ass Monica destroyed that weapon, and in doing so, she was infused with the power from another dimension. Thus creating, I'm going to go with it, Spectrum. She can alter light form, which allows her to appear as someone else. Magneto's shields don't have an effect on her. She can reach light speed in a matter of a thought. She can merge with other heroes, And who else was going to teach her how to fight?
Y'all see this man right here?
Yeah. So she's just really dope. Just really dope. And I would like to see her make an appearance in the world of movies, because why the fuck not? Like, she's just badass.
Frank says never go into the corner. Okay, never. Okay.
Here's some more Hulk for you, baby. World Breaker Hulk.
Okay, nice.
Do not piss him off. Today we got World Breaker Hulk. So basically the Illuminati didn't want Hulk on Earth no longer. So they sent him to a planet called Sakaar. After being on Sakaar, he would later have a wife and a kid. But his wife and kid would be killed by the spaceship he came in. It exploded. Basically, the Hulk is triggered, enraged. So the Hulk blames the Illuminati and some of Earth's mightiest heroes for what had happened. So let's talk about the good stuff now. So after absorbing the planet's radiation, Hulk was literally a walking time bomb. Hulk took one step and caused the earthquake that almost sank the eastern seaboard. Like, bro just took a step. He wasn't even like trying to stomp on nothing, just a step. And Hulk at this moment had godlike endurance. Let's just say that. Like, without realizing, he was shaking the Earth's core. Come on, y'all. He once destroyed a planet in a dark dimension. He didn't even hit it with all his might.
The ultimate.
Yeah, that's just so cool. Like how beastie the Hulk is. And yeah, just one step, like destroy the entire
earthquake.
Fucking
earthquake. Goddamn.
It's so cool. And they don't really like show you how powerful the Hulk is and you know what he can really do. We have yet to see him unleash his powers in true form. I think it would just be so cool.
Thanks for coming out. Thanks for coming to hang out. Thanks.
See you later, sweetie pie. Yeah. Ooh.
No, I was just saying thanks. These are things loving the conversation and lurking while working.
It out. Yeah. It's just nice to relax and enjoy some comic books.
You don't see. You don't have to go and deal with all the crazy shit that's on the internet. Here you go. You got something fun. Here we go.
Exactly.
You know, there's some shit in comic books that are crazy as fuck.
Exactly.
Deadpool killing everybody.
I know. I gotta find I have to find an audio version of that for you, because it is, you would just love to see that and enjoy that. I gotta find somebody on YouTube who's covering it, because it's so worth it. So worth it.
A team comprised of Black Panther, Blue Marvel, Captain Marvel, Miss America, and Spectrum, brought together to solve a universal problem. We saw many things in this arc. One, all of them coming together to make Galactus a life bringer instead of a world devourer. Blue Marvel and Spectrum will come together to form a new being that we had never seen before until it was debuted in this arc. You can see them on the outside of time and space itself. Of course, a battle with Thanos. What's a comic book arc without the Mad Titan showing up? Of course, it was definitely some infighting going on between them as well, because their team definitely was not perfect. To the unveiling of another new form for Black Panther, where he and the Tiger guy, who was associated with the White Tiger, actually merged to become one.
Marvel history lesson.
So
we all know that Carol Danvers was the first Ms. Marvel, making her debut in 1977. She stopped being Ms. Marvel in Avengers number 200 when she was abducted by a space rapist, which, yeah, is its own separate can of worms. When Carol broke free from her captor, she came back to Earth and fought Rogue off-panel, where she lost all of her powers. She ended up becoming a pilot for the X-Men and then became Binary in 1980. After that, Carol almost exclusively went under the name Warbird. Carol wouldn't become Ms. Marvel again until 2006, 26 years after she stopped being Ms. Marvel in the X-Men comics in 1980. She would only stay Ms. Marvel for 6 years, because as we all know, she became Captain Marvel in 2012. Meaning that for the entirety of Carol Danvers' entire comic history, she was Ms. Marvel for 9 years. Since then, it has been Kamala Khan who has been Ms. Marvel, starting in 2014. And for those of you guys who've been keeping track at home, that means that Kamala has been Ms. Marvel for 8 years, which is only 1 year less than Carol Danvers ever has been. That's fascinating.
Let's talk.
Yes. I think Miss Marvel is Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, they're an amazing character because you have two different versions. You know, the Miss Marvel that we know now, the young girl who's just amazing, and I love where they're going with it. And then we have our original Miss Marvel who lost her powers to Rogue, right? So it's really
Rogue
cool.
takes everybody's powers, so it seems like, though.
She can, and she doesn't always do it intentionally. But
Yeah.
yeah, she's terrifying too. They don't really show Rogue's true powers, even in the cartoon that we watched as kids. She's
Yeah.
terrifying. She can literally suck everything out of you. And
I
when
remember
Go
she
ahead.
went blind one time.
Mhm.
I think she was kissing Cyclops, I think.
She kissed Cyclops, and she didn't go blind. They had to Jean Grey made her blind so that she wouldn't hurt anyone because she had absorbed his powers and she couldn't control them. Because that's what happens. Like when she absorbs your powers, she can't always control it when she first gets it. And she was fucking shit up. So yeah, so they made her blind so she wouldn't hurt anybody.
I only remembered that little bit. 'Cause it's been like I said, it's been over 20 years since I've watched the original X-Men cartoon. It's been over 20 years.
Yeah, it's understandable. It's totally understandable.
Been a minute, you know. I just remember bits and pieces of it.
Well, this is definitely a character you know nothing about.
Yeah,
She's
probably.
definitely newer. You probably never seen her before. A lot of people have not seen her before, but she is a force to be reckoned with in and of herself.
Talk about the most powerful mutant in Marvel Comics. Her name is Miranda. She is from a non-canon reality.
Okay.
Her power is reality manipulation. She is so powerful Beast had to create a new mutant level for her, making her the only Omicron level mutant. Her reality manipulation doesn't affect
So
space
Beast had to
and
give her a
time.
new category?
Yeah, when the Beast found her, because you know the Beast likes to catalog a lot like Batman keeps a log
Yeah.
of everyone. He encountered her on accident and realized that she can manipulate reality, but not just in the way that the professor can, right? She can, or even Sinister, because Sinister can manipulate reality too. But she can literally rewrite reality. Like
Damn.
she can change everything about it. It's cool. Like you're gonna be mind blown about Miranda.
This means no one knows when she changes anything unless she wants you to know. More on her powers, she is the reason behind the reboots and Recton in Marvel Comics, which is why people like Tony Stark remain the same age throughout comics.
Miranda is the reason for all the retcons and the reboots. That's why our characters never age, because she is the one doing it.
Damn.
Yeah, that's how powerful she is.
She is also aware she's in a comic book. She is basically a writer of her comics if she wishes you out of comics. Even the writers can't put you back in comics unless she wants to.
Damn.
This means there must be a reason for you to come back to comic. This puts her on par with the one above all in terms of power. She mostly just observes. If she feels like changing anything and anyone in comics, she can. No one in comics is on her level of reality manipulation, though like I said, she isn't a canon character.
Like anyone, right?
Okay, so what makes it really cool about her is, like I said, she can create and destroy anything. She is beyond all the powers. If she doesn't like you, if she doesn't like your storyline, she could just rewrite your storyline.
Damn.
and you'll never know that it happened. And I know people are like, oh well, she's not canon. She is a character of Marvel, and she exists outside of all of our Marvel universes. So that's why she's able to control everything. It's pretty cool. She's a very little known, and I don't know if you can even write her into a movie, but it would be interesting to see her watching a Marvel movie in a Marvel movie.
So she's another one that can break the fourth wall, basically.
Yeah, like she is beyond the fourth wall.
Okay, she's at the fifth wall. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, she's like a fifth wall character. Yeah, it's crazy. She writes her own comic, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
She is the writer of her own comic. It's yeah, she's wild. Fucking mind-blowing.
But does that mean when I make clothes, the clothes are like flesh and bone?
Yes. It's like a little joke people make all the time, but it's also 100% true. Mystique can change the entire shape, perception, color, and everything of her body, which she uses to replicate clothing. From her own mouth in her own solo series, "Kid, my clothes are just an extension of my body. I'm always naked. It is fucking flesh and bone and skin. Why spend the money on fucking unstable molecules if you can do that? Why?"
Okay, so just think about it. Mystique is always naked.
Uh-oh.
She makes you think that she's wearing clothes, but if you brush up against her clothing, you're just touching her skin.
Oh, damn.
Freaky, right? Like,
Yeah.
fucking freaky. Oh my god. And these are like some of my favorite characters too. So this is the Lantern Corps. I fell in love with the Lantern Corps when well, obviously when I first met Green Lantern, like being introduced to Green Lantern, oh my god, mind-blowing. And then as the story goes on, we get to find out about the Lantern Corps. Like there's so many rings, and there's a story arc called Light is Day, Dark is Night. And it tells us about the origin of all of the corps, what they do, and the celestial battle between all of them. And so I wanted to end our beautiful show with all of their oaths, because every lantern has an oath that they take. When you're granted a ring, you have to take an oath to possess the ring and get the power. And some of them are very dark. So I don't know. Do you know about all of the different rings and the corps?
I got kind of like, might be an unpopular opinion on this one. I'm not gonna try to. The movies kind of ruined Green Lantern for me.
Oh, sucks. Okay, I gotta reintroduce you to these guys. Maybe this will help to spark some love of the corps again, because they don't get a lot of justice in the movies. And I love the actor Ryan. I think he's an amazing Deadpool. He was a horrible Green Lantern.
Yeah.
He's horrible.
Better Deadpool.
Yeah, great Deadpool. What's his name? Ryan something. Oh,
Ryan Reynolds.
There you go, Ryan Reynolds.
He owns Mint Mobile.
Does he?
Yeah,
That's
he
why
owns
he's always
Mint Mobile.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, they did not give Green Lantern a good introduction into the world of movies. The Lantern Corps are so dope. So okay, so here are all their oaths, and I hope that this kind of opens you up to maybe giving them a second look, because they're totally worth it.
All Lantern Corps oaths. In brightest day and blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light. With blood and rage of dripping red, stripped from a corpse so freshly dead, together with our hellish hate, we'll burn you all, that is your fate. In blackest day, in brightest night, beware your fears made into light. Let those who try to stop what's right burn like my power, Sinestro's might. This power is mine, this is my light. Be it in bright of day or black of night, I lay claim to all that's within my sight. To take what I want, that is my right. In fearful day, in raging night, with strong hearts full, our souls ignite. When all seems lost in the war of light, look to the stars, for hope burns bright. For hearts long lost and full of fright, for those alone in blackest night, accept our ring and join our fight. Love conquers all with violet light. The blackest night falls from the skies. The darkness grows as all light dies. We crave your hearts and your demise. By my black hand, the dead shall rise. In brightest day there will be light, to cleanse the soul and set wrongs right. When darkness falls, look to the skies. A new dawn comes. Let there be light.
Damn.
Yeah. Tell me that's not epic.
Yeah, that was pretty epic, yeah. One of them was pretty dark and sinister. There you go.
Yes. So white is life and black is death. Violet is love. Yellow is jealousy. And you've got greed, rage, intelligence, and will. Obviously, our Green Lanterns is will. And so they all like embody these different ideas. And it's just such a cool storyline when you read the entire story arc and how they fight and why they exist in the universe, because we need all of them. You find out that you actually need all of the lanterns. Without them, the universe would be torn apart. So it's just really cool. It is so cool. And I just I don't know. I'm a geek when it comes to my comic books, and there are certain storylines that just pull my heart. And I think the lanterns are one of those that really pull at my heartstring. Like I can read it over and over and over again. I want to say it's like a 80 book series, and it's just delicious. Yeah, just fucking delicious.
Okay, I got a preposition. Okay. So for when we end here, I'm gonna go ahead and put out there. We got a choice of 3 trailers we can watch today.
Yeah, which trailers are we watching, folks?
We could either watch the Crow trailer, the Venom trailer, or the Joker trailer.
Yes.
So one for so type 1 in the chat if you want to watch the Crow one. For 2 for Joker, 3 for Venom.
Yeah, Bill says Venom.
So just waiting to see. So we got one person said Venom. Okay.
Yes, Frank, Hope is the Buddhist of the lanterns.
So 3 for Venom. So far we got okay. Frank has said Venom. It's okay. So we got I'm down to watch any one of the 3, so it doesn't bother me. I'm just trying to.
I haven't Venom one, so I'm kind of excited for that one too.
And I haven't seen 100% all of the Joker one yet, so I stopped at like a little bit of it. LA.
Venom 3, the last.
Hey, LAM. Hey, well. Hang on. I'm gonna go over to the YouTube real fast. Hang on. I gotta give her something special.
Oh, and Anime hasn't seen it. Okay, we're doing Venom. We've got to do Venom. Okay. All right. So I found the Venom 3 trailer. It is going to be delicious. Buckle up, bitches. Buckle up, buckaroos. Sony is putting their shit out there.
So we have a 5th managing mod now on the channel. There we go. LA Anime.
There we go. I am gonna queue up Venom 3. Yeah, this is the official trailer. I just found it. We're gonna enjoy this together as a little nerdy family and geek out. I have not seen it either, so I'm super excited.
It's nice to see you, LA. Thanks for coming out here and hanging.
Yes.
So we got 3 boss. So now we have 5 boss mods on here. So there you go.
All right, name of the movie: The Last Dance. It's gonna be good. All right. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay.
Everything. So this is the official trailer. first trailer, and it comes out this year. Subbed.
So
Yay!
excited.
So we'll be doing these twice a month. These streams with me and Miss Parker. We finally got our. So it's like what, every 2 weeks, you said, basically.
Yeah, every other week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it won't be the first week of May. We'll do one. The second week of May, we'll have one, and then close to the holiday.
Mm-hmm.
We won't do it exactly on the actual holiday unless you want to, because I know some people like to spend time with family on that day. So I don't know.
That's no biggie. No biggie.
I don't drink, I don't party, so I don't really go to anywhere. So
I don't drink no more either. Sober, baby. Is that anti-venom? I think it is. It does look like there's some anti-venom happening. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Okay.
The multiverse is in danger.
Oh.
Sony.
Nothing has been the same. The multiverse opened in New York sky, and everything changed. Something's coming from far away.
They're already here, Eddie. We have to be ready.
Eddie, listen to me. Right now, the world's on our side. We have to use Venom against these foreign symbiotes. It's the only way we are going to have a chance.
Chance of what? Survival. The multiverse is in danger.
And we're going to be the ones to save it.
Whoa.
We're not going to be alone. The multiverse might give us a hand.
Oh, damn.
Oh, it's all the symbiotes?
Ready.
Oh my God. Oh.
October 5th. Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
Damn. Okay. Definitely.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay.
What is that? What you saying?
It looked like the official trailer. That's what it said. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is the official trailer, the first trailer. Let me see if there's another one. Oh, shit. Let's see. Is there another trailer for this? This one came out 2 weeks ago. And it looks like the same one. Yeah. It looks like that's our trailer.
That's the official trailer as of right now.
Yep, that's our trailer right now. I'm excited.
Oh yeah, damn.
That looks so tasty. I'm excited. I'm excited. If there's another trailer that comes out, anime, like we're definitely gonna watch that one too, right? Because it looks like we have an anti-venom coming in, and they're going to be introducing us to multiple venoms, and there are a lot.
Looks
So
like Spider-Man merged in with one of them too. So
yeah, like I'm excited if they have what's his name, the other symbiote that's just evil.
I kind of want to watch another trailer. Damn it!
I think its name is Carnage. I don't know.
You guys want to watch another trailer? Because I kind of want to watch another trailer. Unless you guys don't have time.
Well, I do have to run. I gotta go.
Okay.
But
Okay.
we're gonna do this in 2 weeks.
We'll do so the next trailer we'll pick, the next one, I guess we can throw the Crow one out the next time, do that one. Or the Joker, either one. Because I think Joker comes out in September or October too, so
I think it's October. I think. But don't quote me on it.
I know, but I do know The Crow comes out in July, roughly, I believe, or around in that time, or September, right around in that time area.
This is going to be
But
tasty.
I appreciate everybody coming out, and we will be live.
We'll be live in like a week, folks. You're going to see us again in like 2 weeks from now. We're going to hang out. We're going to talk about some more comic stuff and things. We'll reach out
So
to
next
LA
week
Anime.
next week there won't be I have a stream scheduled for next week. I can't do that next week because of some doctor's appointments. So next week there will not be a stream at all on YouTube. Okay. There might be a Twitch stream, some gameplay or something next week. I haven't streamed on Twitch in a while. I need to get back on stream again, but just have had a lot of shit going on. But but other than that, we will. So the next stream you get from us will be the next stream that Mrzparker will be on. So
yeah.
And I will send you over my avatar so we can make a combined thumbnail for that.
Yeah, I'll make a thumbnail for us.
So we can put both of our character little avatars on the thumbnail or something.
Mm-hmm.
Find a cool background to throw back there or something. So do we want to do Ninja Turtles next time, or do you want to do another?
Yeah, let's go into the Ninja Turtle universe because that one's pretty dope. The Ninja Turtle universe is really interesting, and we can talk about. I'll pull up some stuff about where we started. I'll do a little deep dive into the turtles. How about that? And we'll do.
And we got the because I would like to end off though on the last Ronin comic book if we could, kind of towards the end.
Hell yeah! Alrighty then.
But love y'all. We're out. First 2 hour stream in a long time. Mrzparker always helps me make my streams longer.
I know because I talk so fucking much. It's horrible. You would think I'd learned by now. But
I like it though. That's my longest stream, so I like it.
Thank you guys for coming. Make sure you share out. We'll make sure to put this up. I'm gonna share it on my page. And I love you guys. Hashtag Nerds Unite. Bye.
And we'll come up with a new name for our every 2 week show. You'll work that out in Discord or something.
Yeah, we got to get Frank on and LA Anime on. They're good.
Yes. Peace.
Bye.
So we got a new nerd show coming around now. Yay!
Get out, Frank. Go home.
Peace.
Bye.
They're out there, Jason. Find them and get your revenge.